Thanks so much, Christine. We're having such a lovely day at Park Springs, and I can't wait to show you even more, which is what we're doing right now. We're with Assisted Living Director Orville de Guzman. Hi, Orville.
Good afternoon. Good to see you.
I'm so happy to be here. Talk a little bit about where we are now.
Well, currently inside Cobblestone, we are in the River household. This is a program designed to help those who are experiencing some mild cognitive deficits, otherwise known as cognitive impairment, to help rehabilitate some of the losses that we see as it relates to aging processes or an undiagnosed early signs of symptoms that might relate to vascular dementia or Alzheimer's.
I love walking through the halls here because you really get the sense that every person is an individual, you care for them individually, and you really address their specific needs. We talked a little bit about the household models that are here, but we just touched briefly on it, so talk a little bit about the three different ones.
Sure. So inside Cobblestone, we have 3 households that have specific needs that are met through each of them. So the level of cares are divided as such that the club level, which is our upper level, is considered to be a traditional assisted living environment in which the individuality of a person is still honored, so that there's not as much hands-on, only when you call for it. And in the farm household, we refer to that as our higher acuity. So those members who are experiencing a greater need, staffing patterns and ratios are set up so that we can actually provide true person-centered care, catered specifically to those needs of those individuals. Now, the River program that we're in now for the mild cognitive impairment is designed so that those who are experiencing those cognitive losses are exposed to hours of exercise program, social needs, as well as the computer brain technology that you see some of the members here working with to help foster some of that critical thinking that might be lost in the sense of isolation. So there's a very high hands-on process involved there.
Or well, if somebody's watching right now and they're thinking about a loved one in particular, or maybe for themselves, do you help put them where they need to be? Because you would think maybe they would know what they need, but sometimes we ourselves aren't really aware of what will help us thrive.
Absolutely, and there's always this difficulty in family members being able to see through a certain lens. So we use the Montreal Cognitive Assessment tool to help rate the cognition level of an individual, as well as what their physical needs would be, so that between those 3 households, we can best fit the services that are appropriate for that individual at the time, meeting them with where they're at.
Okay, this all sounds so great to me. Talk about why the household model is so important.
Well, in the transition of moving from environment, a lot of the individuals we take care of are coming from a household setting, accustomed to having that sense of independence and freedom. And in a traditional setting, a clinical model, a lot of that gets lost in translation because of what has to be surrendered as a result of coming to an environment of assistance. Well, in order to honor a person's individuality, we have to return as much independence and as much freedom to them as possible, wherein by we know who their backgrounds and their stories are, so that we can elicit some of that activity back to them, return some of the independence that they think they could have lost in any other setting. The support and activities designed by it are to ensure that we pull them out of those shells, to make sure that they feel like they're still living in a household, in a home.
Sure.
And that way we can kind of create that familial environment for them.
Yeah, I know independence is so important, and I think that's what a lot of people struggle with when they want to move to a facility like this. So I love that you stress the importance of independence, but also just how much there is to do here and
Absolutely.
all the activities and social aspects, which is also so important for all of us. Talk a little bit about, of course, there's round-the-clock care here, but it's more than just having one-on-one care or a nurse here. Talk about the kind of how you envelope your clients here,
Sure.
the people who live
So
here.
everybody has what we refer to as a blended role. Certainly there are job titles that identify specific responsibilities, but in order for there to be a seamless transition, we don't see things like, well, my brother is responsible for something or my sister is uniquely responsible. It's a family setting. So even though there are nurses on staff, we also have care partners who are actually certified medication aides, but their roles are not limited to task-oriented behaviors. It's more about delivering the task, but in a natural rhythm that actually takes a look at the way a person lives their day-to-day life. So we specially select people who demonstrate emotional intelligence, because we also have people that we want to be working for us who also know the pains and struggles that the members themselves
Sure.
are going through. So
Yeah.
they can meet them where they are.
All right, incredible, Orville. And we want to show you actually a room because what are you waiting for? She's like, get up, let's do this. So let's go
Absolutely, let's
show
go.
the viewers a room actually so we can take a look inside. All right, Orville, and here's one of those lovely rooms. Hello, is anybody in here?
Yeah, it's
okay,
all
all right,
clear.
let's go on in. Okay, this is lovely. Tell me what everyone gets. Their own room, obviously,
Right.
but
So-
what comes with it?
Now, primarily what we're looking at here is a studio-sized room with the intent so that we understand that the members come to sleep. Now, a lot of folks have this tendency to think that they live within the confined space of their bedroom, whereas the reality is all of Cobblestone is your home. So all the amenities that are currently inside Cobblestone, as well as the surrounding community of Park Springs, be it the natatorium, be it that they go to the bistro or certain dining venues, all these things are the amenities are frequently and always available. So this is just where you sleep. You live outside of your bedroom.
Does everyone get their own bathroom too?
Yes, and
This is
what we have
lovely.
here is all ADA compliant, accessible to whatever physical needs an individual might need. Cabinets have the capacity to be pulled away so that those who have wheelchairs can roll right up to the sink and still care for themselves.
I love that you said that obviously they sleep in here, but there's so many activities that are going around through these halls. Christine, I'm going to send it back to you in just a second, but I want to let you know we saw some Georgia Bulldog doormats. I see signs all over the place, computer monitors telling us there's yoga class in a few hours. So I don't know when I'm going to get back to the station because I'm having such a good time here. And you can too if you become a member and live in this lovely home at Park Springs. Back to you.